back, had a little bit of an interference with the other thing that I was recording, so I mean, I guess it's going to be 2 bits. That can be the short ramblings of a madman. This will be the long ramblings. So yeah, I mean, I keep saying I'm too tired to even think of fancy words. I mean, that's my own fault. Back to, I don't even remember what I was talking about before, I think. Oh yeah. Talking about coronavirus. So, I mean, my opinions, I don't think it's that bad per se. No, I haven't known anyone who's died of it, but I mean, a lot of people who did die when it was going around, like, they didn't have that. Like, they said a lot of deaths for COVID when they, like, weren't. Like, some people would have, like, heart attacks and that. I'd be like, oh, that was COVID. No, it wasn't. Oh, that was a COVID heart attack. So, I mean, a lot of shady stuff, and then multiple vaccines, which is a bit, you know, like, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't even know if this needs a vaccine, the way it is. Like, at worst, you can't, you know, smell or taste for a bit. Like, you know, I get making a vaccine for, like, polio, proper, like, actual pandemic quarantine stuff. That's, like, you know, actual, like, yeah, this is horrible. But I mean, oh, I can't smell my candle like that. I don't, you know. Then there's like, oh, what happens if the old people, you know, get it? Like, the old people get any disease, it fucks them. Like, you know, like, I know they're more at risk, but when you're older, you're more at risk of everything. It's not just like, oh, corona's came, it's got all the old people. They would fucking do it millions before it. Like, you know, you get older, your immune system gets a bit To be fair, I guess, well, in a way, if you're older, you've probably been sick more, like, throughout your whole life. So, I mean, you'd have some antibodies in there, which is, you know, that's good. Get your kneecaps. Alright, bye. So, yeah, you got that argument for, like, old people, but I mean, you know, they're fine. In a way. Being like, the flu is worse, and that's been around forever. Why didn't we go in a pandemic over the flu? Because it's just been there, like the common cold. But no, this one makes you not smell anything or taste it. Bloody mental. Yeah, and then you got all the vaccines for it, and then there's all these new variants, as if it's a COD class. Don't understand. You got the Omicron variant, you know, I don't know what that does. That's scavenger on it, I don't know. And then, I don't know why you need multiple, but like, how come they could take out polio in like 1, and then you got this, like, oh, you need a good 3 to get you warmed up, and probably about 9 to get you really settled in, and then we'll throw an extra 1 on top. What do you mean it's making us loads of money? You don't look at that. We're the good guys. Nothing in this world would ever be just because of money. Come on. But I mean, no, go to Pfizer, I guess. They're making the dollar ka-ching. Took nice advantage of an opportunity. But yeah, it is a bit weird thinking in a quarantine pandemic over this, like, you know, over like quarantines, pandemics of the world. Like, you know, you got like the Black Plague, and they took out all of Europe. I would see quarantining for that. Like, you know, you get all those boils on you, you've got to hope that they pop within a week, and then you've got like, oh, I can't taste. I don't know. It hasn't been around for long term, so I mean, I'm just saying this. Maybe in 10 years, anyone who's ever had it, you just lose all your toes. But we don't know, because it hasn't been around that long. You know, it is the human thing, you know, the fear of the unknown. So yeah, not really art, but humans are so sheeple. A lot of people are too like sheep. A lot of people that the government says I could get this syringe in me. Yeah. Like, I mean, maybe it's good. Maybe they are doing it out like for the human race and other stuff. But I mean, you know, it's a bit, eh. Honestly, like a lot of charities and a lot of organisations that do stuff like this, if they didn't make any profit, I'd believe in it so much more. But you need profit to, like, you know, be able to keep going. So then you know, you can never win. It's not really the company. I think that the company more likely is evil, in my opinion. But you know, I'd hope that they're all good. That's what my dream would be. My only dream is that companies weren't bad. Which, you know, that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
The archives are relocated every few weeks. If we want to find out where they are, we need to get into the computer system.
No, well, I know, get them making them, so that's okay. Yeah, the fear of the unknown, like I was going on about, like, I get that, like, we didn't know what it did. So, I mean, new disease, that is pretty terrifying. But, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I've never used this before. Oh, wow, someone does not like me. Oh, wait. So yeah, I get the fear of the unknown, like new disease, what to do, but I mean, we found out what it did, and then people were still scared. Like, you don't go outside every day with a mask and goes, oh, what happens if the flu gets me and I literally just die in bed? But no. Taste buds in my smelly. You know, it's just since I'm on the fear of the unknown, what other stuff doesn't make sense? Like racism, I don't see how racism works. It's like, I get like, you know, back to again, fear of the unknown, back to like the Unga Bunga caveman days of, you know, like meeting like I don't know, white cavemen, like looking at black cavemen and looking at like, you know, ooh, all of his facial features are different, his hair's different, his genetics are different, his height, his face, his skin colour. Like, you know, are they humans? Are they us? Do they eat us? Will they kill us? Will they be friends with us? Do they carry sicknesses that we don't know about? Are they evil? Are they good? Are they don't know, hallucinations? And do they think that far? But I mean, I get the fear of the unknown of like, what is this? We've never seen this before. Are these good? Are they gonna kill my whole tribe? I get that. But then we learned like, oh, these are humans too, just different genetics. Oh, he's brown, he's got more melanin in his skin. So I don't get out like racism nowadays, like, oh, he's got more melanin in his skin. Son of a bitch. Stupid idiot. He's got that afro hair. What? His hair isn't straight. No, I don't get all that stuff. Like, well, let's say not. That's exactly the same. We're not exactly the same, but we are just humans. I don't know what happened to the greed in that, and like racism. Because I mean, we only survived because we worked together, you know, as one. That's why we did so well. We worked together. We were very smart anyway from the beginning. We are the smartest like creature on Earth. And we were very smart, but like we worked together. Like we had tribes, we helped each other. What I don't get is like, at what point did that go away? Like that, like kindredness, you know, to like help one another. Where'd it go? Like, you know, you've got billionaires now, people with far too much money, all that stuff. People who like step on others to like get up a bit. Could you imagine that in like the caveman days? Like, let's just say like, I don't know, let's say had all the meat and had all the flint for making fires. If like, you know, if he hoarded all the meat, someone else hoarded all the flint, the cavemen would just kill them. And they can't have someone hoarding all the food for themselves. Like, they've got other people that like need feeding, that need help. And then, you know, the cold, they need that to, you know, for the food. But then we've got like billionaires nowadays. No one's asked. Like back like hundreds of years ago, a king, like if they got too unruly with the money and that, you know, they did too much, the people, they just revolt and kill them. But nowadays, hundreds of billions, you know. You got kids on the streets, people on the streets in general. The world's fucked. Should we do anything about it? Nah, watch them get more money. More money. And the concept of money is stupid. It's only worth something because we say it's worth something. It's not even a limited thing. They'll just print more forever to like the point where $1 worth 10. You got these ultra mega trillionaires, and they'll still be richer than everyone else who'd only be like a billionaire. So what's the point? But again, it's the fear of the unknown. But I don't know where all the power, like where did the greed come from? Like what happened in like the last like 2 to 3,000 years, I'd say. Like where did the greed come in? When did we stop helping each other and start to have like kings and queens? Oh, this guy's above him, she's above them, like, you know, all of that. Like what makes anyone a king or a like king or queen? Like why? What makes you better than others? What gives you a title? Like the Queen of England, for example, like no one's even like fully like anything. Like we all came from like Africa to start with. If you're religious, not, you know, that's alright with me. You know, some things, there's probably something bigger than me out there, than all of us. There probably is something up there, but like, let's just go with like the more scientific one, even though some science is a bit eh. Then everything's a bit eh. Let's say we did all come from Africa. Like what makes like the Queen of England the Queen of England? Like she's a bit German, she's a bit French, and then she's a bit inbred too. I'm pretty sure like her great grandparents were together. So like, how come this like French German inbred woman like rules over me? Like what makes you better? And then it's just like all the rich people with the greed and that. Like why? There's lots of fucking just, what's a good word? Villainy. Yeah, we'll use the word villainy, because like a lot of pedos, you know, people who just do horrible stuff with the money. I don't know why, like, wouldn't like when that came in, like that greed. It's like, I imagine like back in the caveman days, you wouldn't have like, I don't know, let's say lucky 20-year-old Paul who made it being a baby and a child. Paul, that's not a caveman name. Until you have 20-year-old Zibaza, and he's just like, you know, he's made it, he's not died, he hasn't like scraped his leg and just died. Like he wouldn't like go, oh, let's have sex with that 5-year-old. Nah, he just wouldn't do that. So then, like when it came in, like I have the power, I could get a kid. Like, you know, it's like, it's not in the human brain, like it wants to breed. It wants to like keep the, you know, bloodline going, keep us alive, us on top. I wonder what in their like sick little mind thinks, child. It was like, on what, like, you know, in the moral way, obviously, which is the most important way. Like, is a child, they're very defenseless. They look up to like adults to like defend them, like nurture them, like, you know, protect them. And you got some sick fuck who wants to do sick fuck things, and the child can't really stop them because, you know, they're not big enough. And then they get older, they're traumatized for life, and they don't know how to like they don't know how to do things. They're very confused and just scared. Don't blame them, I'd be too. But like, and then they've got like some people are just fucked in their head, like in general, for doing shit like that. But I wonder like what in their brain like makes it like work to go, yeah, child, we wanna, yeah, let's do that. There's like, you can't continue the bloodline with a child. Like they're a child. Even if you could get a kid pregnant who was 5, even though that's so fucked up, they would not survive childbirth at all. Most grown women, like, well, back then, and caveman man, even now, some women don't make it through it. It's sick. Like, why would you want to do that to a kid? At worst, like, at best you fuck them up for life. They're traumatized. At worst, you like make them, well, if they're old, like, if they're like 12 or 13, like at worst you get them like pregnant and like, no, I don't know, like 12, at worst you get them like pregnant and like they die, or they have to like raise a pedo's kid. It's horrible. I feel sorry for like women like that who get raped. There's like some people, like, I don't know where to, like Africa, like a lot of them, like their age of consent's dead low. I think some countries it's like 11. Like some of them like just get raped by these like horrible men, and they have to give like birth to the kid. Like if they live as well, or like you know the kid just lives. The worst thing about it is the mum's probably okay. Not okay like I mean in that way. Obviously no one's okay after getting raped. Like the mum's probably okay in the head and that. But if you're willing to like rape a child against like their will, they're gonna be fucked up in the head. And then that baby you give birth to is like half of someone who is fucked up in the head. They're gonna be like, if you have birth to like a rapist's baby, it's gonna be half of that rapist. It's gonna be like half of him in the head. Then if you raised it, every time you look at it, you know how it's got there, and it slightly look like him. I say him. Girls can rape too. That's never talked about. Don't know why I was always focusing on him. It is mainly men, but I mean, girl rape's just never talked about. Because I mean, oh, little girl, she could never. Like it's easy for anyone to get like drugged. Like anyone can drop like a pill in a drink. No, it's not just men. It is mainly. Well, I don't. More men probably get raped than we think, don't? Because I mean, honestly, even if I was like raped by a girl, I wouldn't say nothing. I'm not even like a manly man. Well, I'm not a shithouse pussy like most of the people from this generation. But I'm not a manly man, you know. I'm not like, oh, fish and chop some wood, cars and women. I do like a lot of those things, but still, that's not the point. I'm not like one of those stereotypical men. Like I'll talk about my emotions and that. But like men rape just probably just won't get talked about as much. It's like in general, if you're a man talking about like you got raped and it's like you got raped by another man, that's still like it's shameful, like more for men. And if you get raped by like a girl, that's even more shameful. And it sounds bad, but even talking about it now, I know I get a weird feeling in my stomach about it. Even I'd feel a bit, I'd feel shameful if it did. It's like, even if you went to court, it's gotta be very hard to prove. Like, let's say you got drugged, like, you know, by a girl in like a nightclub or something. You've got to prove that like she drugged you firstly, and you can't really prove that, can you? You're in a nightclub, you've been in there for a while, it's dark, it could be like past midnight before, you got slipped a drug, you don't know how long you were out for, where you properly were. And then like in court, like let's say it's like an average woman, like let's just up 5'5", like 135 pounds, and let's say you're like a 6'2" guy, 180, 200. How are you gonna prove that like that little girl raped you? Like it's gonna be hard, isn't it? Like, I mean, even if I was a court judge, sounds a bit wrong, but I mean, I'd know why it's like, you know, it'd be a bit hard to prove. Like, really, you've got this height, this strength, this weight on her, and you're saying that like she got you. But I mean, it could, but we don't talk about that because I mean, it's unlikely. But I mean, there's probably some sick women out there who know like easily I'm getting away with this every time I get taken to court. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna prove he got drugged? Like if he's by himself, you can't go, oh yes, I was drugged at like blank time. You don't have no proof unless you were like, you're not gonna record yourself drinking a drink and then just like drop onto the floor, are you? But yeah, and then let's say like at worst you get raped by a girl as like a man and she gets herself pregnant, and then you have to like pay for like child support. Not that I mean that I'm not saying that like, not that it ever happened. It probably has. Some poor guy, it probably has happened to. There was this one guy, this rich guy, he's having sex with this girl, like this, I don't know, this horrible woman, and like he finished. He's wearing protection as well, so you know he's not even like a bad guy. It's not like it was his fault. He finished, and then the girl scooped out like the sperm from the condom and put it inside herself, and she got pregnant. Then she won a court case for him to have to pay like shitloads a month in like, you know, child support. Like that poor kid though, and that like horrible, like that poor kid's gonna be raised by his like, I'm not rapey, the sex was consent, but like she had her way with like the sperm in a way, which is like kind of rapey. Like, she had her way with this, like, I don't know, bodily fluids, got pregnant. But imagine, like, oh, mum, you basically, like, they didn't rape, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna use rape as, like, the term. You know what I mean? Like, you basically raped dad. Now I'm here and he's paying, like, you know, tens of thousands a month for me. Like, how horrible would that be? And especially if you knew that was your mum. And, like, the dad, like, the kid's gonna resent both of them. Because, I mean, if my mum was, like, you know, did something like that, I wouldn't, like, be alright with it. I know, you know what I mean? And then, like, the dad's not gonna want to associate with the kid because, I mean, he got screwed over. Like, maybe he wasn't ready. Maybe he was already, like, maybe he already had one, which would be a bit bad. Not a bit bad, maybe anything could have happened. I don't really know his full relationship. But, like, imagine, like, you have a kid and it's, like, it's a mistake. Not, like, wasn't even a mistake and, like, oh, like, you were stupid. It's, like, a mistake in the fact that you got literally screwed over by, like, a sick woman. I mean, the kid's probably gonna grow up with all the money in the world, but he's probably not gonna have a proper dad. And if he probably would find out the story if he ever, like, went to talk to his dad. He's gonna, like, resent his mum so much. I know I would. I told you, not the kid's fault either. He's gonna be born into a world where, like, you know, that happened with his mum and dad. It's just horrible. It's weird to think of sick things like that. Girls have a lot of power. A lot more power than men. Men probably, but then you've got, like, oh, you know, men are stronger and that, like, but women are stronger and are more, like, mental, like, not mental in, like, oh, mental chicken orient, like, not mental in that way, like, a literal mental way. Like, they can mess with a man's mind, and, like, they can do stuff like that. Like, she won in court over that. Could you imagine, like, if a man, like, I don't know how you'd do that. If it was the other way around, and, like, let's say, like, the girl wore like a female condom, and the guy just, like, grabbed it, turned it inside out, and just put it in it, got one of her eggs pregnant, and then, like, he somehow won the case for the kid, there'd be outrage. Complete outrage, because that is wrong. What I just said was wrong, and what the girl did, well, you know, obviously it was wrong. That's not, like, a normal human behaviour to do something like that. But I mean, you know, she won because the court, yeah, court rules in favour of women a lot more. But that poor man, like, 18 years of, like, debt, he's basically, I mean, he is rich, to be fair, but that's, like, it's still going to be a lot, it's going to be a lot more money because he's rich. And then, like, God forbid, like, the mum gets in an accident or something, or, like, she dies or, like, kills herself, like, not, like, I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Like, either the dad's gonna have to, like, get the kid, like, and raise him, and, like, you know, in a really, like, poor way, because, like, he'd know. Or the kid, like, at worst, kid becomes an orphan, goes into adoption. And, like, even the only mum that he had was, like, you know, shit.
Some advice. When dealing with paranoid drug lords, expect CCTV everywhere.
I have to wait for this guy to come back. So yeah, like, I would not like to be that kid. You'll probably have every single little thing in the world because of, like, you know, mum. But I mean, he's gonna find out one day, and if he doesn't, then that's, like, in a way you'll be happier, but in another way that's, like, that's sicker. Oh, I've got myself in a pickle here, haven't I? Okay, it's alright. Yeah, you go that way, bud. Go up. I need that guy over there to... Thanks, everybody. The guy on his hood. Hey! Yeah, that's what I thought. You ain't seeing nothing. But yeah, that kind of stuff is just... I don't know, it's the world that we live in. Sadly, literally is what it is. Yeah, perhaps next time, Path. But, like, the fact that she won that, like, could you imagine a man doing that? Like, I got one of her eggs pregnant, I'd like her to pay child support as well, and I have the kid. Like, I couldn't, like, that wouldn't go, that'd be outrage. It'd be like, man, like, rapes girl, gets pregnant, then wins case. The kid would probably be, they'd probably be fucking, I don't know, not protests in a way, maybe, I don't know. not protest, but I mean probably a lot of outrage on like social media and that, and in like just real life. But I mean, you know, cause it was a girl. Who's that? Like I say that to a lot of my friends, like that story. A lot of them haven't even heard of it because like it didn't even get that big. Cause I mean, you know, oh, it was only a girl. If it was a man that did that, that shit'd be on the news for like a good 2-3 days. Cause it's sick. It's sick that men get treated like this. A lot of stuff. I'm not going on a whine spree because I mean, I can see it from both ends. I won't be like, oh, men get treated. I know some women. Like I stick up for both. I'm not just like men, only men. I'm not one of those people. I'm like one of those like sexist guys. Like, well, you know what? Sexist girls too. Like those feminists who like go way off the chart. They are sexist in their own way. You've got normal feminism, and then you've got like blue hair feminism. If you know what I mean. What was I even gonna go on about? I was like, oh yeah, men, I guess. Like lots of little things that, like, you know, that like you can see like why it tick men over. You get what I'm saying? Like what's a little, like Google, prime example. Like when it's like National Women's Day, they get their own little thing, you know, little lucky thing. When it's Man's Day, Google, just Google. You know, men don't matter. What? And whenever men stuff does try to be talked about, women like hijack it for some reason. Like I see a lot of men nowadays do support feminism, but when like it's something to do with a man, a lot of feminists get so annoyed. And like that all men need to die and that, like what do you want about? We need to like just work together. Like as we did for like millions of years as like, you know, Unga Bunga people, but now we're like this. It's not a man versus a woman thing. It should be like men and women versus like the problem, like everything else out there. But instead we've got this like, well, we've got these, well, say culture. The main culture is like probably like women get more help, men have it. Like men helps getting more out there nowadays at least, but it's still not where it should be. But like, you know, women, like it sounds really bad here. Like, you know what I mean though, like, well, they're just like, they won't like, oh no, men don't deserve that. No. Like, you know, that, like, we've had it worse, like, all that. Like, you wonder why, like, men kill themselves more. They're getting constantly, like, a lot of men, like, who aren't even the bad ones, because like, the men who did the bad shit, like, they get fucked up because of it. Like, oh, it's all your fault. Like, it's not like, I'm not every man. No man is every man. You know, if I did represent every man, I think the world would be better. Like if, like, you know, it was just one good. Not I'm sound a bit cocky. Not that I'm like, I don't know. Not that I'm a good person, but I'm not a bad person either. You get me? I'm just a human, like everyone else is. Well, I say that some people are just good people, and some people are just bad. Like. Like some men who'll be doing nothing, or like they'll just talk about like suicidal awareness. Some woman will be like, no. Like, just why can't you like be on board? Like a lot of men are on board with feminism now, because I mean it is wrong, and a lot of things wrong. Like the Middle East. Like, oh god, this is a Middle East. This is gonna be a fiery one. Do you get it? Because there's a lot of oil over there. What a joke. Oil fire. You get me? Well, but like the fact that like they can't go out with, like, you know, they've got to put the thing on to cover themselves, or, you know, they've got to go out with a man in any way to just walk, like, even if it's like a toddler. Not that that's like, but like they like that in a way. So it's, I say they, some women probably hate that. Like some women probably like they do like that, and like when you like I don't, like some like France, I think they got like, I think they banned the hijab. It was like apparently it was oppression. But I don't know, like, at least that's what they thought that it was, or maybe it was just like a power move to like just, you know, get rid of their like faithful thing. I don't like, but like to the women who did wear it, like, it's not oppression. We actually like it. It's our faith, and it was just very, I don't know, like it's that sort of thing. Like you don't know. Like I've never wore one. Like they you know, clearly like to represent their like faith, religion, like wearing it, like they don't mind, which like that's okay, they can do. But like I could see why some people would think it is oppression, but then I could see like why some people would be like, nah, it's just the faith they're fine with it. But then again, like most people who are brought into religion, it's from like, you know, child, like when they were like, you know, well, you're here now, you like this, like, you know, you are this faith, you're gonna do all these things, and it's a bit, I don't know, it's kind of weird in a way. It's weird, but then it's not, because it's just the faith. But I mean, you know what I mean? Religion, I'm not even gonna get on religion. God, we just keep going from one worst topic to a next. But yeah, like that sort of thing. And I think it's like they can wear whatever they want. Like, you get me? I'm not one of those like guys who's like, oh, get them religious headwears off, you silly bitch. Or like, oh, since we're on the topic of clothes, like, you know, like, oh, that skirt's way too short. She was asking for it. But like, not in a bad way. Like, they can wear whatever they want, but like, there's always got to be a counter argument. But like, you know, if you are a rapist, this is gonna sound like bad at the start. Like, if you are a rapist, and like, let's just say like, you see a woman in like a business suit over like a girl wearing like, I don't know, short shorts, a crop top, and fucking, I don't know, let's just say no bra, like just only actually crop. Yeah, I think women don't wear bras with crop tops. I don't know. I'm not a woman. Don't know if you should knew. I'm not a woman. I'm every woman. Come jerk to. I want to see if I can kill the jug on my own. Nah, the other guy did the bullets. I'm just gonna hope he doesn't see this body over here. Let me just test this out first. I'm still learning. I've did this heist a lot, but it's never bad to learn, is it? Well, like, if you are a rapist, you see someone wearing like a girl or a man even. I don't know why it's always like, oh, girl, this, you know. Let's say you see like a girl, like, we'll just do that prime example because it is, sadly, it's normally them. Normally, I mean, not that men would like speak out about it if it did. Like, I know I wouldn't. It just, you know, it's probably hard. It's part of the problem. But like, let's say you see a rapist sees a girl wearing like short shorts, crop top, I don't know. Let's throw in a nice little blue beanie, because I mean, what's wrong with a blue beanie? Oh, like, to oppose to like a woman wearing a business suit. Like, there's probably more chance of like the rapist going for like the short shorts and crop top, if you get me. Like, that's what I think, but I'm not a rapist. I don't know how they like tick. I don't really want to either, because they're sick. But like, that's what I probably imagine. But like, that shouldn't be how, like, she should be able to go out in short shorts and a crop top like whenever, without having to worry about, oh, am I gonna get raped for like, you know, just being here. So like, yeah, there's that. But I mean, like, a rapist probably would go for that more than like a suit or something. But then again, girls shouldn't need to cover up. But then again, there's like, it's sad, but like, that's the way the world is. Like with school, like, you've just got to do it. Like, you don't have to not wear it, but I mean, like it or not, you've got to think of the possibilities of like, will someone see me wearing this, like, and will they try and make a move? Which you shouldn't have to do, but that's just the realm that we're in at the moment. And it's better to think of that instead of like, you know what, I can do whatever I want, I can wear whatever I want, and like, you know, sadly just like getting like raped or something. Which you shouldn't have to do, but I mean, there's two arguments for everything. And you should be able to wear whatever you want and all that stuff, but like, you've got to think of like, you know, the possibility of like, oh, you know, will some man like see me? Not that you shouldn't, like, man or woman, like maybe a guy's wearing something nice and like, you know, gets, you know, messed up. But that's sadly, it's just the world that we live in. You've got to think of it. And like, there was that weird thing, like some stupid things that like even I wouldn't do. Like, whereas girls, like, I remember like this one flex, like, I finally like walked at night with a crop top and a mini skirt on. I wouldn't even fucking do that. Firstly, like, why do you need to walk at night? Go to bed. Secondly, you know that's gonna be like the worst time for like rapists and bad people in there. So like, don't poke the hornet's nest. Even men don't poke the hornet's nest. Well, smart men. I was like, you know, even if a man went out there wearing like, I don't know, you can't. Some men do wear short. Like a man went out there wearing shorts and a tank top. Someone's gonna say something or probably do something, because it's not normal, is it? Like you're going out at night, you at least like cover up, be warm, like you know. But like, it's weird, like what? It's not a flex that you went outside at night with like a mini skirt and a crop top on. No one's asked, apart from like I don't know, the rapist who didn't maybe get you that night. Maybe he's asked that he didn't, like, you know, see you in it. And like it's not like no one needs to walk. If you do need to walk at night, just be warm. Like be warm over I'm gonna prove a point that I can have a walk. Like, do you think a rapist gives a fuck if you can go on a walk or not? He's a rapist, he doesn't care. You can go out there wearing that and hope that you don't get his eye, but if you do get his eye, like, you know what he's gonna try and do probably. Which is, it's horrible, but you've got to think of it. Like, the rapist doesn't care about your point of, I can wear what I want at night. He doesn't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck in general what you wear. Some people do, actually. Some girls do get shamed for what they wear for no reason. To be fair, I think some people look silly for, like, what they wear sometimes. Like, it just looks a bit stupid, like, their fashion sense. But, I mean, they can wear that. They can look and, you know, dress however they want, and even if I don't think it looks good. Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, the goth stuff, like, you know, like, where they had, like, those huge boots, those, like, that leggings, yeah, that's leggings with, like, holes in and that, and all, like, the black makeup and that, but, I mean, a lot of people do it. I can see why, like, on some people, it looks good, and, like, on some people, it doesn't, and, like, the whole aesthetic in general, I mean, you know, it's just black. I like a bit more variation, personally, but that's fine, like, you can wear that. No one's bothered. Actually, some people are. That's what I was going on about. Like, some people are bothered, but like, most of us aren't. And the people who are bothered, like, look at yourself. Why do you care? Not affecting you. And if it did somehow, I mean, maybe if it was like a, I don't know, a hate speech T-shirt or something, maybe that'd affect you. But I mean, you know what I mean? Not that goths have hate you. I didn't mean goths, but you know what I mean. I hope that you get me gist, whoever's listening. If anyone does, but I mean, even if you don't, I don't mind talking about how I think. How I feel about things. But yeah, stuff like that, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit weird. Not weird, like, rapists in general and shit, it is weird. Like, what makes you, like, it's not nice, is it? Like, you know, what makes you, like, want to rape a girl and, like, that sort of thing? Like, oh, yeah, like, this turns me on, this, she doesn't want it at all, like, all of that. Then again, not saying like that. I'm not saying this is like girls can wear whatever they want, but like at least one point in history, you've got to like just hear me out here. Some girl has probably led on a guy. Oh fuck's sake! Really? 35. I took too long with getting that key. I think that's why. You know, let me think about that first. What happened? We didn't get the key immediately, did we? We went round there. Oh yeah, it's because I went to the very end because I had to get cocaine because I'm like by myself. Damn it. Wait a minute. So I went there. No, maybe I just took too long. But yeah, like with what was I going? Like at some point in time, at least once, a girl probably has like led a guy on and known that she was doing it, and the guy probably was a bit like messed up in the head, like a bit, you know, like you know, just weird, messed up, and like something bad's probably ended up happening to the girl. Not that it's it, but I mean, you know what I mean, like if she did lead him on, kind of is your fault. Never poke the bear, poke the nest, anything like that, never do that. But like even if she did poke the nest, like she shouldn't have to be like, I bet she shouldn't have to be poked back, but I mean, whatever you give out, expect to get it back, kinda, with anything. So yeah, there's me rambling on for a bit and just missing out the extra money. Not really happy about that. Don't know what took me that extra. I mean, I know it's getting the coke, but still, not very happy. Didn't even take that long. Oh yeah, it's probably because I had to wait for like the camera and that to go backwards and forwards. Ugh. Next time. So yeah, there's stuff like that. then like I don't know, like there's two arguments for everything. Like, just don't lead a guy on in a way. Like, if you do it on purpose, obviously don't. But I mean, if you're not doing it, then like that's not your fault at all. If he gets like the wrong vibe from you. But like, you know, I'm saying but like a lot, like butts. Whoa. But I feel like you probably see where I'm coming from. Bro, some people probably won't at all and probably think like, oh no, all girls, or like, oh, all men. You know, something like that. Shouldn't be like that. Everyone should be able to do what they want. No. Oh my god. What?
You've pulled all the stocks for us over here, and don't think it's gone unnoticed. Now, I'd like you to take my motor for keeps. Shedding worldly attachments in it. And today, my loss is your gain. Piece of bloody history there. Keys are inside. You are welcome.
Dave has what? I'll get that later. I was in the middle of talking about important world things. Jesus, Dave, can you just give me a minute? So, I forgot. We'll go see about that car, I guess. Completely forgot me train of thought now. But yeah, basically, I don't know, we should all just work together. Shouldn't be like all men, all women. Your cause doesn't matter, my cause is better, your cause is worse, all that. Nothing should matter, really. Doesn't. Then you have people who think it does. That's my opinion on some things. Damn, it's gonna be a long ass video. And that's my opinion on that, on a lot of stuff. I don't know what else there is. Was that on racism and ended up talking about people in goth attire? Went on a real mad one with that. I don't know, I mean, it's good enough for me. I'll talk about anything. Spin the yarn in it. But I don't think anyone's, well, really, I should say, I don't think anyone's really blamed for how the world is, but it probably is more men than women. Like, no, we were very abusive for a while, I feel like. Well, we were. But then, I don't know. Not like saying it's like, you know what I mean? Like, we were very abusive for a while, like men, but like, women let us. If you get what I mean, like they led it. Like, I don't know if it was out of fear or like, you know, none of that. I wasn't there, but like they shouldn't have let us. Like, not unless it's their fault, it was more ours. But like at some point during like, what was it, like at like the First, Second World War, where like the women started doing the jobs and like, yeah, we can do this job. You know, they started like, yeah, no, fuck this. They stood up for themselves, and now like we got more equality. But I wonder like why they let it go on for so, like, then again, if it was men in the other position, we'd probably like, you know. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah. No copyright strike for me. No, thank you. Where's my auto shop again? Ah, there it is. Yeah, spanner. No, let me. Alright, let's we're gonna pimp this out, I guess. Handbrake. 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 But I wonder why the oppression was so okay for so, like, even towards men. Like, I wonder like what in our mind for like, yeah, no, this is where girls belong. What if I just did? Why did I do that? I wonder like what in our mind, like, oh yeah, girls should be doing this and that, not the other thing. No. I wonder where that came in. I wonder like why they fought for a while. Like, you know, I guess this is what we do. And like men fought. This is what we do. Like, why didn't we all just share the workload? Say share the workload. To be fair, like, not in a sexual, like, I'm just talking about history in general. Men did most of the work. Ah, shit. Like, not what I mean, but like, you know, back then, like, the women like had babies, made food, like, you know, and then like, you know, they'd work, they'd get all like the materials, all metals, wood and that. Oh shit, did not know this car was that spinny. The materials, they'd go to war, they'd protect them, they'd bring home the money and that. And then all it's like, no, all those women really had to do was like cook and have sex. Well, women need to have sex, but I mean, it's not like sex is a one-sided thing. They both like it. If it's not rape, you know what I mean? And like raise a kid, but I mean, even then the dad's kind of there to raise the kid too, but not in a proper way, you know. He's just there to be like, man, I feed you today, son. No emotion. No emotion for you yet. Not until the 1990s. Then men can have emotion. Nah, I'm messing. Actually, I don't know really when men became open about their emotions, but you know what I mean. You follow me. But like, I mean, I wonder why. I'll be honest. If I, not in a mean way, but I mean, if it was like the women doing everything, you know, I wouldn't mind being a house husband at all. If all I had to do was cook and have sex, and she did everything else, I'd be cool. Honestly, I'd be sound. Like, I wouldn't mind that, but I could see how you'd probably get bored after like a decade of doing it. But I mean, I don't know. You'd work out freely, you know, with not much else to do. And, like, oh my god, I would not mind. Actually, I might say I would not mind raising a kid 24/7, but I think you would. At some point, you'd need a break. But I mean, I don't know. You can get someone else to help you with a break, or just, no, I don't know. See, I don't know. I'm a kid. A vehicle must be removed from your auto shut stock. Cool. I don't want to store one. I just want to customize. I just want to. I'm gonna get a vehicle out, and this one will disappear. Fuck off. I want to customize it at a cheaper price. This shouldn't. Why is this my burden? Ugh. Not happy at all. I'm gonna have to drive one of these to somewhere else now. That's cool. Ugh. Oh yeah, you can see me cars. You know what? Got a silver lining. Everything does. Okay, let's service this car first. This nah, this isn't what I'm thinking of. No, don't do that. Pad a little bit here. Demand blue. Demand blue. Yeah, not bad, not bad. No, start. Okay, why is it? No, I'm saying why is it doing this? Like it hasn't been doing it for ages. Rear bumpers, secondary diffuser, grill, plastic, classic grill. Oh, the exhaust there. Flame touched exhaust. Easy. Off-road, really? I go past it like a melon. Yeah, no, these are not the tires for this at all. Cool. You do it, even though you crash every time like a, I don't even know, like a divvy. Okay, let's have a little lucky. This is the let's see, this is the Karen Calico GTF. This is me tuner's car. Got the low grip wheels. You know how it is. This is me Hellfire. Went a little bit colourful with this, with the graffiti. You know, got the blue, red, and yellow just for like a bit of fun. You got the Karuma Armoured. Thought this thing could take a missile. It could not. You got the gold, and if you look closely, midnight blue. Then, because you know, nice little bravado 4-seater car. Because I mean, oh, that's a 4-seater, but I mean, you know, I just bought this because why not? Got a nice little carbon roof and a hood, gold as well. Then you've got the Reaper, grey with a red Persilet. Oh shit, he's ready. My woman made that car, tuner car, coupe, bike and Jester. No, just get on the bike, we have to go. No, I want to get that hard thing for extra money. We gotta go. We gotta fucking go. Where's the closest water? Fuck. I don't know. We'll just do a straight line to the docks. This is my bike. You know, I went for green and white because I mean you don't really see it that much. It's something different. You know, I wanna, like, red look good. Red just looks good on every type of car, really. And then I'm the type of guy to just plaster red all over it. And then I don't want that though. I gotta have some variety. There's me Denko double T. You know, this car. I'll put this car in the me MC thingy afterwards, so I have space. I need to remove some of those cars so I can fit other ones. I just will do that for a bit. Just watch me drive on me brum. Not offering any 6 stunts, but I mean, if one happens, one happens. Oh, not an open gate anyway. Tragic. Hey, oh, give me the Costaca so I can get their extra 100 grand. That one should have been 150, but I mean, you know how it is. I just selected dinghy by accident. I need one, but okay. Can't believe we're 35 seconds short. Something just took a little bit too long. I'll be quicker next time. Always gotta stay on that grind. Yeah, sit in the passenger seat, bud. No. We're not getting sued over it. None of that copyright schniz. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna move some of my cars. Oh, yeah, there's some of my vehicles. It's not all of them, but I mean, they look nice. I mean, I think that they look nice. They don't look better than others, but it is what it is. Yo, Pavel. Yeah, I'm a professional heister. Don't know if you could tell. Pavel, let me in. Pavel. Pavulent, savulent. Let's go! Hey, oh, let's go. Hard mode. You know what? We'll do the first thing to see what we're getting. Actually, we'll do the first thing. Then I'm gonna move all my cars and bike. Move the bike. Never thought there'd be a day on GTA where I needed more car space, man. Came from nothing to something. I'm gonna have to buy more garages. Shit, why didn't I just do the thing? I'm sorry, I'm not at my full gear yet. Don't know what I'm playing at. I'm a little bit of a joker. Don't know if you could tell. A little bit of an impractical joker. A little bit squeezy feezy, you could say. A little bit of a funny guy. A little bit of a funny. Yeah, you know, I like a little bit of a joke. I like to just, you know, joke with myself. Because I mean, no, all my friends are doing something else. Friends. What do you need them for? Could be on GTA by yourself. Yeah. I've never been more happy. I'll play by myself. I ain't one of those people that needs friends, otherwise they like shoot themselves. Big boat. Big of boatif. A rotif. Motive. Assalamu alaikum. Let's go. See you later, Pavel, you big wham. Actually, no, can I just use the, I'll just use this boat. We'll do it live. Fuck it. What's up, Pav, you sexy bastard? What a fitty Pav is. Absolute fitty. I know, Pav. It's okay.
Los Santos. The coordinates are with you now.
Come on, let's go. Like that little noise that it makes when it goes under. Under the sea, where it is born. We're gonna hit a fucking rock. Let's go. And this might. What are we locking on? Why? What's that did to us? What is that? Why is it just? You know what? Why isn't there just a boat in the middle of here? Why wouldn't there be? Yeah, we hit that boat. Whoa. We're gonna do what they call San Frisco Bisco. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Gonna go in there nice and easy. Nice and easy. We are beached. We happen to be beached a little. It's a-okay. Yeah, it's beached. Alright, thanks, Pav. I'm out of here. See you later, Pavolini, Mudini. Weezy out of here, Weezy out of here. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, this. Nah, fuck it, real men swim. Let's go. Is it beach game? Tis it? Tis it really? Never. Wouldn't have guessed. Oh, what halfway there? Oh, Squidward on a chin. Alright, we're nearly here. I know it's beached, you can calm down. God. GTA, am I right, guys? Yeah, come out of the water like a little lake and weirdo. Get the old, get the old this out. Ow! I thought it was a one shot. Stop! Is he hiding behind a briefcase? What the fuck? What do you expect? Everyone dead? Cool. That's how I like it. Why don't I just... Well, I could use that. But no, the game wouldn't let me. Boss, let's go.
Good. I have sent you coordinates. It is a long journey south, but you are familiar by now, yes?
I am familiar.
There'll be clothes on the plane. I suggest you change on the way. And leave your weapons on board. After what happened to Mr. Rubio, if the guard finds you have come armed, this will end very quickly.
Cool. Thanks for telling me that, Pav. Yeah, what's more things to speak about? I think I spoke about a lot of key things then. Well, a lot of key things that I have ideas about. No, fuck it. We'll go. You know what? Charities. Bang on about them. I talked about them a little bit before. I feel like all charities aren't really charities. If you know what I mean. Like a lot of them probably do. I was gonna say do like poo. Probably do good. Some probably, you know, actually mean it, but like, because of the profit that they make from it, I'm always skeptical. If there's a charity that was non-profit out there that only did good, then I believe it, but like, so many of them are just not that at all. Like the ones for like the Heart Foundation, like ones for like cancer and that. We've been researching cancer for like, I don't know how long, hundreds of years by now, I guess. And the best thing that we've got for it is chemo, which is just kill all the cells, hope it gets all the cancer cells. Good luck. Good luck, mate. Then I mean, like we know a lot about cancer as well. We've studied it for decades, probably centuries. This